we are with Charlie Finnegan at Locals, and we're going to do a YCS tournament report for Stellarknight Artifacts Top 16, and Charlie's going to get on in it.
Cool. Alright. So basically the Satellarknight core, 3 Denebs, 3 Altair, 1 Vega, 1 Regal. The Regal's player preference, a lot of people run Unk, but this kind of got into this weekend because of Dark Law. He crashes with him, he also crashes with Winda, and Winda's a big problem for this deck. Everything else is generic. You only need 1 Vega, because when you do the Trevere plays in the Diamond, you're just going to win anyways. So you don't want to kind of clunk up with a Vega in there. The artifacts, 1 blue sword, 2 scythe, 2 red sword. Pretty generic. I wish I could play another blue sword, but that's not going to happen anytime soon. That's it for the monsters. For the spells, 3 MST, 3 ignition. This just blew people out this weekend, having enough, like, everybody was playing back row, and this raped them. The Clifford matchup, it made it easy. Ignition is just too good with red sword set. It made me to where I can go into scythe whenever I wanted to. 3 Rhoda, 3 pot. A lot of people were hating on 3 pot, but in this deck, like, playing a Deneb, set and 4 back row, I special summon on their turn, so this just gives me infinite draw. I sided it out when I wasn't on the play, and it just worked. Like, I wouldn't play this deck without 3 pot. You need to draw your answers. You need to draw Sanctum and Ignition. 1 Soul Charge, 1 Snatch Steal, 1 Rogeki. The Snatch Steal was a little lackluster, but I'm not going to not play it because it is a win con. The Soul Charge was definitely where it was at this weekend too. Traps, 3 Sanctum, this just made the deck. 3 Alpha, also was just too broken. Like, if I had a Deneb, an Alpha, and a Sanctum set, I was just going to win the game, because no matter what they did, I had an answer for it. 3 Call the Haunted. The original site control list ran 2 Call the Haunted, and I just ran 41 cards so I could run 3, because this card is just too good. Like, you Call the Haunting blue sword multiple times, or even scythe, just makes your opponent not able to play Yu-Gi-Oh! 2 Fiendish Chains. The deck list is pretty tight, so running Fiendish Chain allows you to recycle battle traps, and that's something that's a big problem, because all the other deck lists I saw weren't they stopped their opponents from doing things, but the creatures just overwhelm them sometimes, and this allows you to recycle. 3 would be too cloggy, because you do play artifacts, and you're going to just take up back row, so I think 2 is just the right amount. 1 Compulse, 1 Bottomless. These could probably be switched out for a Solemn, one or the other. They do the same thing, so, but I like this against Clifforts because the matchup isn't that great. I mean, it's good, it's just not great. And this is just better than both of them combined, I think. That's it for the main deck. Let's go into the extra deck. 1 Deltaros. I put this in before the tournament. I'm happy I did, because having the option of going into them is just good at all times. 2 Trevere, they recycle each other, so it was perfect just to have 2 of them. 2 Castell, it was pretty strong. I mean, if you play 4 stars, you play Castell. 1 Cowboy, 1 Abyss Dweller, 1 Exoton Knight, 1 Emerald. I didn't go into Emerald at all this weekend, but I don't think I'm taking him out, because I have to have the ability to recycle the artifacts, or the fucking 8 Stellarknights that I play. 1 Diamond. I thought about 2, but I was able to recycle him with Trevere, or just Call the Haunted and then Trevere and put him back in, so 1 was enough. 1 Durindal, 1 Volcasaurus, 1 Pallades. I didn't play Durindal at all, but I'm happy I had him. I played Volcasaurus more than anything, and it allowed for a lot of OTK plays, because I played Gaia Charger, and that just won me the game most of the time. I also played M7, I didn't go into him, but I don't know. He could probably be something else, because this was just the play right here. It was Gaia Charger Volcasaurus.
You could swap the M7 for another diamond.
I could probably do that, yeah, I would test that. Side deck. I sided in 3 Imperial Iron Walls, which I didn't see a single Infernoid player, so this was just a dead card. I would probably take him out because the matchup's about 50-50 anyways, so even if I saw a player, it's just going to be bad luck for me. I'd rather have sideboard cards that are relevant than dead cards for a matchup that's 50-50. 1 Solemn. It was good. I sided it in a lot, so I might try and fit it in the main deck. 2 Fairy Wind. I could go up to 3 because I also had force backs for the Clipboard matchup, and this was lackluster. I'd kind of rather this be honest because every time I had this, they had already dropped a killer or something I couldn't deal with. I had Honest in the main deck beforehand. Somebody told me to take it out. I would definitely just have Honest in there. 3 Shadow. This was good, but it was kind of a win more. I'm definitely not taking it out, and I would definitely always side it in, but it is just a win more card because I'm going into Diamond anyways, and it does what I want it to do. 2 Flying Sea. This was like MVP in my sideboard. Being able to recycle Flying Sea against Burning Abyss. I lost every Burning Abyss matchup game 1, and then I would put these in there, and there's nothing they could do. They just had no answer for this. A lot of people sided this in against me too, and I ran Phoenix Chains and Artifacts, so I either Phoenix Changed the Flying Sea, or I tributed their Flying Sea and just played an Artifact straight up. So, this was just too good of a card. I only sided 1 Maxi. It was strong, because, I mean, I probably put more in, take out the Imperial Iron Walls, but 1 was enough. Like, as long as I had it, it slowed people down, and that's all I wanted to do anyways. This deck can grind, and this just helps it grind more. 1 Dark Hole, sided against Burning Abyss. It did alright. I don't know if it's necessary or not though, but I definitely didn't want to go without an extra board wipe. Besides that, like, I wouldn't change much in the main deck at all. It ran really good. Maybe try and make it 40 cards, but other than that, like, it's not going to change anytime soon. I'm going to keep it exactly the way it is.
Thanks for the profile, Charlie. Any other things you want to talk about the YCS?
I need to learn to draft. That's about it. I think I could have taken down the whole tournament if it was just standard, but other than that, nothing, man.
Thanks, Charlie, and peace.